Westminster. But earlier today, you were at a press conference with Reform UK. You've been announcing some things this morning.
That's right, Tom. It was a packed press conference. All the major broadcasters, journalists were there, which shows the interest, I think, in Reform UK. Livia's there with the Lib Dems. They're on 10 points in the polls, but so are Reform UK. The difference is Reform UK have no MPs. The Lib Dems have, of course, a baker's dozen, probably, and more than 12. And that's the point about the Lib Dems and the frustration for Reform is they have all this support, this interest, 10 points in the polls, but no actual MPs yet. Now, Richard Tice, the leader of the party, has unveiled plans today to be seen as coming after the Labour Party. They're saying they warn about Starmageddon. If Labour win the election, they're saying that the party Reform will contest every single seat of the election in England, Scotland and Wales. They say they're the party of the working class, and they're going after these Brexiteer supporters who were disaffected with the Tory party, would have been for Labour Party. They think Reform can get those. But the question is where they go next. So the big question at this press conference was, what about Nigel Farage? Later, Mr Tice made very clear to me at GBNews that him standing to be an MP is the least likely option. It sounds more likely that Nigel Farage might take a role running the campaign, taking an overview, being the front of house person, but not actually running for a seat. Of course, he's lost 8 times trying to be an MP, so it might be he stays with GBNews a bit longer.
And Christopher, are we hearing something about Henry Bolton, the former UKIP leader who coincidentally is joining us on the panel in just a few moments? Christopher, are you there? Yes.
That's right. Yeah, Emily, that's right. Henry Bolton, of course, he was the successor to Nigel Farage as leader of UKIP. He ran the party for 6 months from 2017 to 2018. Now, Henry Bolton has tried to join the Tory party. He was turned down by his local party in Kent. He went to a neighbouring constituency which accepted him. He then applied and paid his money, was going to join the Tory party, but it was turned down by Richard Holden, who's the new Tory party chairman. Henry Bolton is upset by this because he sees, perhaps correctly, that Rishi Sunak did say the party is a broad church when we've asked whether someone like Nigel Farage, someone from the right of politics can join the Tory party. It seems clear that isn't always the case. And Mr Bolton has told GB News it shows that this idea that the Tory party is a broad church is for the birds. I think he may have more to say about that with you at 1:30.
Christopher, what did Richard Holden specifically say was the reason why Henry Bolton couldn't join?
In the leaked email seen by GB News, which was being published, or parts of it, on the website shortly at GB News, he said that it was a political decision by the party's chairman in office in accordance with the terms and conditions on the party's Join website. I've asked the party this morning why this happened. They have confirmed on background that Mr Bolton has been turned down for membership of the Tory party. They've made very clear on background that high-profile defectors can be more trouble than they're worth. But it does draw into question, I think, the claim by Mr Sunak twice to GB News in October and December last year that he would accept someone like Nigel Farage joining, because the big problem the Tory party has got is people supporting the Reform Party feel the Tory party is no longer their home. Now, clearly, the leader is trying to address that by saying we welcome everybody, but not in the case of Henry Bolton.